It was a scorching afternoon in Medina. A famine had gripped the entire city. The date palms had dried up, the wells had run dry, and hunger stalked every home. Children cried out in pain from hunger. Mothers held them close, trying to comfort them, but their sighs seemed to reach all the way to the heavens. In that same Medina, the messenger of Allah gathered his companions and said, "O my companions, whoever spends in the way of Allah today, Allah will multiply his reward many times over and will ease his hardships." As soon as they heard this, the companions rushed home. Uthman ibn Affan brought entire caravans, camels, loaded with food and water. Abdullah Rahman ibn Auf kept pouring out bags of gold coins. The faces of Medina lit up with joy, for the hungry would now be fed. But, in a small, dark alley of Medina, sat a poor companion. His eyes were filled with tears. His heart was breaking. He looked around his home. There was no grain, no silver, no gold, nothing he could give in Allah's path. With a trembling voice, he said to his wife, "Greater than my heart longs to stand before the Prophet and offer something, but my hands are empty." Then he performed wudu, stood before Allah, prayed to rakas of nafil, and in his sujud, he broke down in tears. His tears soaked the prayer mat, and he pleaded with Allah, "Greater than, O Allah, I have nothing to give. My hands are empty, my pockets empty, but my heart belongs to you. O Allah, if I had anything, I would have given it all in your way, except this intention of mine." That very night, the Prophet saw a dream. Gabriel came to him, his face glowing with light. He said, "Greater than, O Messenger of Allah, tonight Allah accepted the charity of a man who spent nothing, but his intention was so pure that Allah wrote for him the same reward as those who spent the most." When morning came, the Prophet gathered his companions and announced, "Last night Allah accepted the charity of a man who gave nothing, but his heart was so sincere that Allah recorded for him the same reward as Uthman and Abdullah." Hearing this, tears filled the eyes of that poor companion. His cheeks were wet with emotion, and he looked up to the sky with a smile, saying, "Greater than Subhanallah." He did not look at my empty hands, but at my heart. People brought their wealth, I brought my intention, and my Allah purchased the charity of my heart. So my dear friends, if today you have nothing, your pockets are empty, your home holds no treasure, do not be sad. Allah looks at your intention. He sees your truthfulness. He looks at your pure heart. In the court of Allah, the most precious thing is the sincerity of your heart. Make a sincere intention. Resolve purely for His sake, and Allah will give you what you could never even imagine. My dear friends, if this story touched your heart, then share it with others too, so everyone can know that Allah does not look at wealth. He looks at hearts. Subhan. Jazakallahu khairan.